Hi, this is Allison Harvey, and this is my C5 argument speech. It seems like every couple of years there's a new social networking site on the rise. First there was Zanga, then MySpace, and Facebook, Twitter, and then Instagram followed shortly thereafter. These websites allow for people from every corner of the earth to connect and share information. It's not uncommon for someone to have hundreds of friends on their social media account, but really only see a handful of those people in real life. With the capabilities of sharing information across the country and around the world, privacy and security have become a serious issue and concern. And since there is no clear governor controlling all of social media, the situation begs the question, how much information should the government be allowed to look at in order to ensure security for our nation and its people? There's a website out there called internetsafety101.org, and their main goal is to promote internet safety for families and their kids. They fight for pornography to be banned and raise awareness of internet predation and other fantastic things that protect children and their families. A really cool source that they have made available to the public is a website with a bunch of statistics about social networking sites. One of the many alarming statistics is that 82% of online sex crimes against minors, the offender used the victim's social networking site to gain information about the victim's likes and dislikes. Now we have an interesting situation here. Some would argue that the government couldn't prevent this from happening because it was due to whatever information that the minor posted online. But what the government could do is monitor the communication that the offender has with the minor. For example, if we have John Smith, a 43-year-old male who's had previous run-ins with the law related to minors such as child pornography, molestation, predation, etc., then in addition to giving him the title child predator, we can monitor his IP address and have him banned from any social media sites. This is one way that the NSA can use our personal information to find criminals and hold them responsible, as well as prevent future crimes to minors. What is preventing the government from preventing crimes like that right now? Well, the problem is that as of right now, the NSA can't possibly identify who these cyber criminals are. Interestingly enough, even though cyber terrorism and other crimes are becoming more and more prevalent, the government is getting more and more pushback from the public for wanting to have access to this information. As Craig Robertson writes in his article titled "Time to Get Real on Social Media Controls" that was posted in the Financial Review, the director of the FBI claims that even with lawful authority, the government can't even access the evidence and information that they need to bring these cyber criminals to justice. I agree with Robertson's article in saying that the government needs to have more controls on social media. In addition to the NSA monitoring past criminals and criminal activity, Mark Merlot, who is the technical director and works in application security at Charles Schwab, writes in his book that if companies just kept their privacy policies and their databases up to date every year, it would cut down on the amount of hacking and information breaches that occur. I think the NSA should tighten the reins on how often social media websites are required to update the privacy policies in their databases, and then maybe we would cut down on the amount of criminal activity that occurs on these sites. Overall, the NSA plays an important role in our security and well-being as citizens of the United States of America, and I believe that with the increase in social media controls, they should also come an adaptation to show how the NSA prevents or protects us. If criminals are shying away from hijacking airplanes and moving more towards cyberbullying, then we need to adapt to these criminals and adapt to how they're attacking. NSA should adapt to their threats as well. While writing this speech, I increase my awareness of what I post on social media and also how often I update my passwords. I also gained an appreciation for UK having us change our passwords every 90 days, because I think that this would really decrease the amount of hacking that goes on with passwords in our social networking, as well as important accounts like our UK account. And it's things like these that will prevent cyber crimes before they will occur. Thank you.